Alright, back with some OP-14 teach stuff per usual. Same deck list. People were asking for more games. Some people had requested some other matchups. So I included a purple Kaido game in here. Unfortunately, I just haven't seen a bunch of it on ladder, so I didn't have any more than this one game recorded, but I added a couple of matchups that aren't as typical. Um, but yeah, this deck is still feeling great. Not 100% sure how it'll do in EBO3 or OP-15. We'll have to wait and see. I'm planning on testing OP-15 as soon as it gets released into the sim on Eastern Ladder, so stay tuned for that. I think the deck is great, so I'm sure we'll be able to build it some way to compete with the new decks. Maybe a hybrid version like this, which is doing really well in this format, or it may end up being Burgess and blockers. We'll just have to wait and see after I do some testing. But in the meantime, here's some games. Hopefully you enjoy it. Thank you. All right, we have Kaido here. Um, this is a pretty good starting hand. We have Dot Q to get rid of the queen, and then we have Van Augur. We can pitch it for leader ability and bring it back with the Kuzan. We don't have any searchers, but otherwise these are kind of the things that you want to see. I'd like to see Stage and Black Hole from here, so that we can Black Hole his 6 cost or 7 cost as they come out. He does drop the Queen. So, gonna just drop Stage, filter our Augur, and we're gonna, we find our Black Hole, we need that. Then we just dot Q the Queen away so he gets no value, and swing 5. Probably just takes here. We're on a good track. And he just stages, okay. Here we just drop out our Kuzan. Probably filter away the My Era. And second Black Hole is probably what we need here. Just in case he drops 2 bodies in a row, we can get rid of both of them. It's most likely he'll play his 6 drop here. Yeah. He may use leader ability, maybe not. We just take because we want the card. And here we just double swing. Bring out the Augur, Black Hole the King. Then probably play out a Caribou. Yeah, that just because we have extra Dawn laying around. It's either 6 cost or 5 cost. Kind of a tough choice. It's probably 5 cost. But there's an argument to just drop the 6 drop on the next turn. Leader ability Burgess away. And either 1 or 2 Caribous here probably. Yeah, maybe both Caribous. It's probably good just to get both of them on the board. Because he's going to be trashing our life here. That gets no rush. He does trash our life. It's unfortunate. Okay. Black Maria makes it annoying, but we Black Hole the Kaido away. And then probably 5 cost Kuzan into Burgess, because we're going to end up having to race him here. And leader ability the Lafitte. Now we're in a pretty good spot to race if we need to. Can drop 6 cost Kuzan on the next turn. The Black Maria could be problematic though. Okay, just trashes. And yeah. Okay, from here, yeah, we just Black Hole that away again. Probably drop the 6-cost Kuzan, double swing,
Yeah.
and opponent concedes. Yeah. So that's the basic strategy for that matchup. Just black hole their 6-cost and 7-costs, and then race them. Zoro, no black vortex is kind of rough. Yeah, we get rid of our 10 costs, grab a 6-cost Kuzan. Depending on what we get, we may play for removal or we may play for Burgess. Yeah, grab 6 cost. Maybe it's Duck, Q, and Caribou on the board. Seeing the Kyoshiro straight away is kind of annoying. Should have used leader ability here to play around the Mihawk. Could have been a pretty big punish. Okay, it's fine. Get the card draw off of it. 6-cost Kuzan galore. Don't really want to see that many of them, but okay. From here we swing 5, play out the Kuzan and leader ability. Another Burgess, no Van Auger, so we're probably going to have to play for Burgess this game. See what he does. Cavendish, swing 6. If we had a 2K, we would counter here, but we don't, so sucks to suck. Alright, we probably just double swing 5 at 7 Dawn, play out 6-cost Kuzan and Caribou, and pop the 5 Kuzan for a Burgess. Since we don't have any removal, we're going to have to be playing for Burgess this game. And probably just pitch the dot Q. Yeah. 10 cost isn't super useful in this matchup, unless we can get to the late game with like 2 or 3 life. Not looking too bad here because we have 3 blockers. Our Burgess is kind of small though. See what he does here. Okay, he's just going for 10 restand. Yeah, block that one, bring back 5 Kuzan for the draw. Probably just counter this one. And when he restands, we block. Yeah. Okay, filter. I guess we swing 5. Gonna have to filter either the auger or the dot Q. Okay, never mind. It's black hole leader ability, the stage away, and then we just swing at this guy. Actually, in a pretty dangerous spot here, even though he's low in hand size. We do have double blocker, so that's good. And 6 Kuzan to drop on the next turn. No black vortex makes this matchup pretty annoying. Otherwise, we'd be in a pretty good spot here if we had vortex in this position. Six cost law. Okay, that's not bad. Doesn't get any value. I think we just counter this one, and then we can double block. Or no, we just take because yeah, we keep all our blockers. Okay, there's an argument to finger pistol the Cavendish away, but I think we're just going to swing over it since he's really low in hand size and play out another 6 Kuzan. switch the finger pistol. Swing 9. And with 3 blockers here, I think we're perfectly fine. He could DMG us, but if he DMGs, he doesn't have a ton of Dawn left over, and we still have 1 blocker up, so we'd only have to counter out of 1 swing. Okay, he does find DMG. But yeah, we should be perfectly fine from here. And I think we should be able to kill him on the clapback, depending. Yeah, we just countered this one. And I don't think we even have to kill him on the clapback if we don't want to. I guess if he has another DMG, we would need to. But really, we should just have game here. Doesn't have a ton of cards in hand, no blocker, 1 life. I'm just going to swing 9. Okay, yeah, we'll just take that because we kill him on the clapback. And he just concedes. Okay, take that. Let's see what we get next. Yeah, the Zoro matchup is definitely harder without Black Vortex, but it's not completely unwinnable. If they do see all of their things, though, it's really tough. Okay, we get Ace. We go second. We keep, well, we mulligan, but this is a better hand. We have Stage and Burgess, which is really what we want at the start, going second. Yeah, Stage, pitch the Katarina, grab 10 cost, play out Caribou, pass. Good to establish a Caribou early, use it later on. Atmos. Okay, yeah, we just usually take the first couple. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna play Burgess. Filter out the Lafitte. We're hanging on to the 5 Kuzan just in case we didn't have another body to play out on the next turn, but luckily we ran into a 6 Kuzan, so. Okay, is it Marco or Atmos? Marco, okay. Perfect. Find Burgess, play out 6 cost Kuzan, leader ability, and pass. Burgess isn't big enough to swing yet. Next turn we probably play 6 Kuzan and Caribou. Yeah, we'll take this one, and if he swings with the Marco, we block and go into Burgess. He doesn't swing, okay. Filter the 5 Kuzan. Grab another Burgess. It's either 6 Kuzan Lafitte or it's Caribou 6 Kuzan. Yeah, I'll take the 2K. And I still don't think we swing yet. Burgess is still only 6K. Probably 10 cost comes out now. Going to Burgess. Yeah, going to 5 Kuzan. Bring out the Katarina on the next turn. He swings the Marco. Oh, it's a round table. Probably should have played around that. And we just counter this one. Now, we're actually not in a terrible spot, because he didn't have 10 cost. So, because he didn't 10 cost, we might be in a position where we could just play 6 cost Guzan here. Normally we would want to match the 10 cost with the 10 cost, but I think we might be able to play out like another 6 cost Guzan here. Yeah. And another Caribou. Leader ability, the Augur away. And I guess we swing on the Marco. And if he defends it, then we'll add 1 and swing 9 over the Jozu. Okay. Well, he's down to 3 cards in hand, so that's good. And we have 3 blockers, so we should be pretty safe. And we should be able to clear his board, I think, on the next turn. Drop a 10 cost. Maybe we take this first one. Or block. I really don't like going down to 1 life in this matchup, unless you have to. Don't think it was correct to block with the 6 Guzan first. So now we might just lose it here. I think we take this actually. Yeah, these are not good takes in my opinion in blocks. Should have been better. Should have taken 1 and blocked with the Caribou first. I'm very surprised that he's not swinging over the 5 cost Guzan. We should be able to just clear his board here. Oh, he has nothing to defend the Jozu with. Now we should be safe from Red Rock. He only has 1 card in hand, so pretty unlikely that he has the Red Rock anyway. Considering he's thinking so long, he must not have Red Rock. But I think he's just mega cooked from here. Yeah, we just block with the Fawn. Or I guess we could block 2k. Or yeah, just block. Sorry, my brain. He swung an 11. I thought it was 13. Very weird swing. Okay, 0 cards in hand. we should just have lethal on the next turn, especially if we can find a black hole. 3 cards in hand, 1 life, even with 2 blockers. If we split between our 4 other attackers, we can't defend it. Yeah, free block. Okay. Alright, and we see a black hole, so we should just have lethal here even. With 2 blockers. Yeah. And we get the win. Let's see what we get next.
Mihawk.
Okay,
This is almost keepable, but we don't have stage.
We have .Q.
I guess I'm just gonna keep it because it could be much worse.
My era, so I think that's keepable. Yeah, got the repeat there. Pretty good. Do some searching. So we either play Lafitte Caribou or .Q to get rid of the Corona. Probably .Q, yeah. And then most likely he'll swing into it, so we get the card draw. Should have swung first, though. So he does have some of them run triggers that KO, like a low cost or low attack.
I don't really know what the point of that was, but okay.
Unfortunately, we don't have anything to bring back with this, but well, we lead our ability to play around the 6 cost law. And he does have the 6 cost law. Okay. Just take. Okay. Alright, well, we find our stage, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, we find our auger, that's good. So I guess we can swing 5, pitch that, play out our stage, and play out a Burgess. So we have 5 Dawn left over. Yeah. I think that's the play. Well, we could play Caribou and Burgess. That might be actually better. We're gonna need a 10 cost here. Okay, so if he plays the Shanks, we at least have a black hole with our auger, as long as our auger survives. Which it should. Yeah, because we can block 1, counter 1. And he doesn't get the extra Dawn. The extra power that he would from Tashigi. Okay. Alright. Okay. I was thinking we would black hole it, but now that we have an auger, I think it's better just to go wider. And KO it with double auger.q. And gonna have to pitch something for leader ability. pretty low in hand size, but being at 4 life is nice.
Okay.
Okay, another Shanks. So we could lose both of
If
our
he goes
augers
after our
here, I guess.
Burgess,
That would
then we
be
just KO the
unfortunate,
Shanks again.
depending on how he swings. Yeah, it looks like we will lose both of them. We do have a Kuzan, so if we find a removal spell, we can get rid of it, or we could 10 costs from here.
Okay, actually, we just KO the Shanks again with this.
Removal spell. Okay, but we do see another one of those, so we can double auger.q again. Eight.
And we just 10 costs from here.
And yeah, from here we're just gonna have to 10 costs. And
This
the
should
ace
be
is only
GG.
at 1 and we're at 4. So we should always win that with like stacking a couple 10 costs.
Yeah, it probably freezes this and swings over
Mihawk
these
is
two.
annoying,
We
so
pop
it
this
frees our
for free.
Burgess.
And I think we defend one
And
of
then he
these.
probably double swings over our augers, which we'll have to defend if we can.
Ah, that's too bad.
It's unfortunate. Okay, just leaves it standing. That's fine. Might have been black hole actually there instead of that, but yeah, we'll just 10 cost, double swing. We should have lethal in like a couple turns, I think. Drop another 10 cost next turn, swing with everything. Another Mihawk after this would be kind of annoying. Because our Burgess gets
He's probably
burst
dead
again.
on this turn.
But he's at 0 life. Okay, 8 cost kid. And a searcher. Well, we have a 10 cost to stun the kid, so most likely we just kill him, but we could potentially survive another turn. Yeah. Should have been a free block there. Actually, no. I mean, he almost never is going to swing with the law, I guess. And a 12.
That's game.
And we get the win. Okay. See what we got next here. Alright. Emu. Fun times. And we get first. That's cool. So we have Lafitte and we have My Era and Burgess. This is pretty good hand. We just need stage from here. But as far as starting hands going first, this is pretty good. Shaoria. Jupiter. Pitches a Saturn. Probably has another Saturn then. Alright. Okay, there's our stage. We need that, so sucks to lose a 10 cost, but 6 Kuzan is more needed in the near future. Okay, 5 Kuzan, that's perfect. We go 5. And we leader ability. Stop any searching. Of course, we let go. Does have the Workery. Okay, so here, swing 5, filter out the Augur, play out 5 Kuzan, and leader ability. And then on the next turn, we'll play out 6 Kuzan and Caribou. We may take 3 here. Oh, he only has 6 in trash, so we'll take it just to remove the threat off the board. Not very often does that trigger do anything in this matchup, but when it does, it's kind of cool. Yeah, we're gonna take that. Okay, another one. It's not bad. That's better than Nezjuro. Yeah, we'll just do what we said before. Swing double 5, 6 Kuzan, Caribou. Probably filter out the Katarina. That'll potentially come up later. Yeah, probably my era. So we can play it next turn just to pump up our Burgess even more. Okay, he's blocking. We'll definitely take that. I like it when they do that. Just less pressure on board. Means less cards we have to take from hand. Nezjuro. Yeah, we just take that one. See a 6 Kuzan, that's perfect. Oh, pitches it. Okay, it's an interesting strategy. Yeah, we just buff our Burgesses, Lafitte, 6 Kuzan, and swing face. Alright, perfect. Pitch the Burgess. Yeah, and we'll just swing 599. Drop another 6 Kuzan. Elders are coming next. Since he blocked, he'll only have 2 swings, so that's very nice. We only have 1 10 cost currently, which is not ideal. And he's got a pretty big hand. We're gonna need another 10 cost probably. Yeah. I think we probably take here. Yeah. That way we can leave our Caribou on the board. And then we just block and bring back 5 Kuzan, which will cycle into Katarina. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Just digging for something. Yeah, just swing 5s. I guess it should have been Black Hole there. That was a mistake. But I guess I was worried about surviving. I guess at 1 life he could potentially ground death the Caribou, and then we have less blockers. And bring back Katarina. Give her blocker. Pitch the dot Q. Okay, so he only has 2 swings here. Yeah, we just that I think should have been a free block, but I guess was worried about losing our Katarina here. Yeah, no, actually I think that was correct. And we free block that one. Okay. This is a tricky spot here because I'm not 100% sure that we survive this. But I don't think we ever get through here, so we're gonna have to play for another turn. Just take all the cards from hand we can get. And we probably don't leader ability here because we're so low in hand size. But if he elders, we're going to lose our Katarina, so we'll have to block with it before he plays the 5 elders. Yeah, I think we just free block from there. Now we guarantee survive. Yeah, we counter, or I guess we could take. We could either counter this or take it. Both of our 10 costs, I think, should survive from here. Because he can only reduce 1 with Nostro. Most likely he pops our Katarina here. So that'll be 1 less swing, which is a bit unfortunate. We only have 1 black hole, so it's definitely not guaranteed. Finds a Workery. Could play out the Workery here. That would make our lethal really shitty. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He could swing 13. But then he'd have to use up all of his Dawn. Yeah, he's not going to use up all of his Dawn because he needs to survive. So we should be able to survive this even if he reduces. Yeah. No problem. Okay. Now we just need another black hole. Okay, we do see it. That's good. And I'm not sure that it's guaranteed from here. Guess he can only event out of 1.5 swings, so it'll be pretty hard for him to counter out of all of this with only 1 life. Okay, yeah, I think we should definitely have it here. Yeah, it's guaranteed. And we get the